Testing. 1, 2, 3. What's up, y'all? Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Put my earrings on. I ain't have no earrings on. Hey, what's up, Leah? What's up? What's up? What's up? I couldn't find my green glasses. So I guess I gotta wear some clear ones today. What's up? Shout out to my mods in the building. I see Miss Kiki is in here bright and early. Who was in here first? Hold on, let me go see. Hold on. We are streaming simultaneously live on Facebook, Twitter. It's my first time streaming on Twitch, so I'm not sure how that's gonna go, but I did set it up. So I'm streaming on Twitch too. So y'all subscribe to me on Twitch. I am ATLian on Twitch. I'm like, I might as well go over there with everybody else. Everybody on the Twitch, honey. Hey y'all, come on in. Come on in. Like this video as you get in here. We got a lot to talk about today. You said my hair is cute. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I am blonde, honey. I am blonde this week. Yes, pink hearts in the chat for Mama Brown. Pink hearts in the chat for Mama Brown. And as y'all get situated, y'all know the drill. We will get started after this very, very brief introduction. Get ready. You're about to be an ATLian.
Get ready, because you about to be an ATLian.
Guess what being a blogger?
More than a blogger.
Guess what being a blogger? You are more than a blogger.
I am more than
Guess what being a blogger?
all them is my son.
Okay, that shit is
I am more than a blogger.
The blog goddess, the blog goddess, the blog goddess, Michelle is here.
Yeah.
The blog goddess, the blog goddess, the blog goddess, Michelle is here.
Yeah.
All them is her son.
Yes.
All them
It's her son. Yes.
say all them
It's her son. Yes.
say all them is her son.
Like for real.
The blog goddess, 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 Michelle is here.
Yeah.
All them is her son.
Like for real.
Sons, like for real, child. I wasn't gonna go live today. I really wasn't. Y'all know I'm lazy and I don't like to go live a lot. I be feeling like I be going live too much. I'm like, they say absence increases honor and respect. That's one of the 48 laws of power. They said the more you're seen, the more common you appear. And I don't know how good that is on social media. I guess you need to see me all the time, and in order for me to make money. I guess I don't know, or maybe you need to see me a little bit of time, and then when you see me, you'll appreciate it more. I don't know how that works, but I don't know. I've been a school of the 48 laws of power forever and ever and ever. And if you've never read it, you probably should, youngsters. Okay. Shout out to all my squad members, all the people who put pink hearts in the chat for Mama Brown. I know she wasn't feeling well today. And you know how that goes. When she not feeling good, I'm not feeling good either. Okay. One of my squad members is several of my squad members is going through the same thing. And I want to send a lot of pink hearts and love and light and positive energy to you as well. Anybody who has been touched by the big C word, anybody who is going through it, who has been through it, who has a family member who is going through it, a friend, a loved one, any of the above. Y'all know how it is. It is not an easy journey, but we get through it. We get through it. Okay. So I'm here. I'm gonna try to cheer up for y'all, okay? I'm cheering up for y'all because we got a lot to talk about. Because y'all was like, Michelle, if you don't go live and talk about what Simon had told that white lady, you better. And I'm like, what the white lady has said? And anyway, I'm in my feelings because I'm like, Simon, I would have at least liked you to have spoken to like Essence Magazine or maybe even the shade room or Tasha K or me. I'm just saying, I talked to you for hours at a time. I was like, well, why I didn't get it? I'm just saying, you went over there to the Caucasians, but that's okay. I just said this the other day. Didn't I just say this the other day? Like all the Real Housewives people, they love going to the page sixes and the ETs and the people. And I get it. You got a bigger audience. You got a more diversified audience. I get it. But it just feels like to me they go over there and they just want us to eat their scraps. And I don't like that, but I'm going, I'm playing along. I'm playing along. That's why I'm over here by myself. That's why don't nobody like you, because you talk too much shit. Well, I'm just saying what everybody's thinking. It is what it is. And we also have in addition to Simon's response to everything that's been going on, which we've been talking about it for months. So he didn't say nothing new, but we will go listen to it. I will review it. We also have the reunion looks that were dropped today. Everybody wearing some type of canary yellow slash green slash chartreuse slash I don't know what color it is, but everybody's wearing it. So I got green on today, but this ain't they green. They got on like a yellowish kind of greenish kind of yellowish. But anyway, I got on green. So we'll talk about that, and we also have what I put on. I had put Diddy drama. I wasn't gonna talk about Diddy drama, but I throw it in there just because y'all wanted it. You said I was coming on tonight to ask you, when are you going to do an interview with Simon? Y'all need to ask Simon, because apparently Simon has a team. Simon has a team. Okay, and Simon's team picked page 6. That's all. Listen, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Simon has a team. Simon is a celebrity. He is a public figure, and he has a team. Just like Porsha has a team, Simon has a team, Nene got a team, Phaedra got a team. Everybody got a team. Okay, but I'm of the age. Bosses talk to bosses. I don't never talk to teams. I always talk to the person. So that's where I am with it. Okay. But anyway, where should I start, child? Where should I start? Let me start at these reunion numbers first. Let me go ahead and do this because y'all was talking about the reunion is still low. And I was like, the numbers is still low. The ratings are still low. What is going on with y'all? Why y'all not watching? Y'all talk about it, but y'all not watching it. Hold on. Let me see. Let me pull it up. Shout out. I always go to ratings by Bravo, but then I go to the wiki. Let me go to the wiki too. Wiki list of Housewives episodes. Let me see if they have posted it on here yet. Season 16. Chicken and waffle. Yeah, they did, child. They sure did. Let me put it up here for y'all to see it. Hold on. Like this video as y'all coming in. Like this video. I see y'all coming in here all late. That's okay. So here it is right here. Y'all see the reunion. We have a reunion part 1 and a reunion part 2. That means they got 3 more episodes. They got next week's episode, and then they got a 2-part reunion. Okay. I was surprised they got 2 parts. Did they need 2 parts? Anyway, I'm digressing. Last week's episode was called Chicken and Waffles. Okay, aired on June 22nd. And the ratings were 490,000. 490,000. I don't know where that ranks. Let me go see what the Bravo people say where that ranks. It's really low. That's where it ranks because apparently it says really they weren't 490, it was 489,000. They just gave them a leg up. They just rounded up. It was 489,000. It was 0.12 in the 18 to 49 demographic, and that is still low considering the highest episode of this season was 0.72, and they've been going down and down. The lowest episode was 0.46, which is 460,000. So they, 489. I hope they go up for the reunion. How they so low? Y'all got Phaedra on there. Phaedra's supposed to be bringing these numbers back. What is going on with y'all? Why y'all not watching the show? Can somebody tell me why y'all not watching the show? Is it boring? What had happened? You said you liked it on the way in. Thank you, friend. What? Thank you. You said that's exactly what we do. I can't catch it anymore. It is too bad. Listen, you watch it on Instagram, Lord. I be trying to, and it's simply because it's almost out of obligation at this point, because I've been reporting on it since first season, right? And so for me, I'd be like, oh, my people want to hear what I have to say about it. but at the same time, it doesn't bring me joy. It don't bring me joy for, it's like they self-producing each other. They are like forming alliances against each other. You can tell, they don't like Brit because I guess Brit kicked off their safety net, which was Kenya, because they knew Kenya was gonna act a fool. So now everything is lying on somebody else. And it's like, why y'all like really dragging Brit at this point? I know like the overall consensus, the people, the public wasn't feeling her or whatever, calling her love and hip hop. But at this point, it's giving an overall go of the production staff to make her look bad, in my opinion, because I mean, Britt, like she said, she a real ass bitch, okay, and she literally asked the questions like, what's your problem with me, what's the problem, why is it blah blah blah, when it was going through the $250 donation or whatever it was like people were like talking behind her back, being very passive aggressive, acting like, oh, you drive a Rolls and you carry a Birkin, you need to donate more. Well, you don't know what I got going on in my house, honey. I got a renovation going on. You don't know what my cash looking like. So it's really, really, really disrespectful to come to me and ask me, to like shade me for the amount of money that I donate, because money is donated from the heart. So I didn't like that. That made me look at Shamia and Kelly in a different way. And then Kelly, feeling the ways about Brit using her glam squad. It's like, why are you mad? Like, I don't get it. Kelly, I guess you wearing the most expensive clothes, but Brit looking better in the Fashion Nova and the Shop Akira clothes. Okay, because I know I saw some of them outfits, Brit. Some of them outfits was real inexpensive, but they look good on Brit because Brit is taller and she got that model-esque figure. So, it is what it is. Thank you, Rosiah, for the super chat, friend. You said shade her, and shade who I'm shading. You said none of them are truly friends. It seems like the other franchises aren't produced like RHOA. I don't watch the other one, so I can't even tell you. You said Britt gives broke. Why Britt giving broke and nobody else giving broke? Hell, Drew giving broke. If that's the case, it's a couple of brokies on there. Kenya giving broke. She done turned her damn hair spa, her fake hair spa content creation space to a damn thrift shop. Now you can't say that Britt is broke and then ignore the other people now. You cannot do that. Anyhow, y'all can't do that. What y'all giving? Talk about Britt giving broke. Britt not giving broke. Her house is cute, except they, was showing them rooms that should have been finished. But anyway, you said Simon should have stopped being a sassy man. Child, we ain't even got to Simon yet. You getting too far ahead of me. You said Porsha did that dumb ish with that man trying to get at Angela. Ooh, listen. I know y'all told me that Angela did an interview with Carlos King and said that, but do y'all really believe that Porsha was behind it? Now I do know that the two gentlemen that were there, they have a podcast and they were like bragging about, making the cut like months ago, and we were talking about it over on Discord. So I knew it was something. Now if it's not Phaedra, it's like production told Phaedra, just like Carlos King told Phaedra. I'm just saying, and Phaedra ain't doing it by herself, but I don't know. Kenya did something by herself, so I can't say. Y'all think it was Phaedra? Ooh, you said they said it was Phaedra. Ooh, 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 ooh. Well, I guess we'll learn when we get to the reunion, huh? I mean, at this point, these fake made up scenarios, is that gonna make y'all watch the reunion? Because it's like, now that we know, they should have saved it. Like at least we would have had a cliffhanger. We would have had something to look forward to. But now Carlos then spoiled it for us. We ain't even watching the reunion. Thanks, Carlos. Thanks, Carlos, for taking the numbers away. Angela said that Phaedra was behind it, and Phaedra has done this before. Oh, okay. I bet she cut a deal like, take the blame. You better not fire me. Well, Phaedra got a deal. Phaedra said, we looked at Phaedra's interviews just yesterday. Phaedra said she's back for season 17. She already knows she back. Her contract stipulated that she was back. And then I told you, a little birdie told me that Phaedra's contract stipulated that Kenya don't come back, allegedly. So I mean, Phaedra's back. That's all I know. I don't know about anybody else. I don't know about Portia. I don't know about Shamia. I don't know about anybody else. But Phaedra is back. You said this is what happens where there are no real storylines. Well, Phaedra came on at the end to kind of try to turn up because it wasn't nothing turn upable about this season. So I guess she did what she was paid to do. Okay. Now speaking of Phaedra and the rest of the ladies, the reunion looks. Let me open this up. Let me open these reunion looks up. Oh, Phaedra was the first person to come up. Child. Why is Phaedra looking like Queen of the Damned? She looking like Phaedra looking like she is paying homage to Aaliyah. I don't know. Hold on, let me share my screen. What? Why is Phaedra the first person that popped up? Okay, Phaedra. Okay. I mean, Phaedra's giving goddess. Phaedra's giving I want to show off my boob job. Phaedra's giving legs, hips, and body. I guess. I mean, I don't like it. I don't like it. Mm-mm. But do y'all like it? How would you rate it? 1 to 10, 10 being the best, one being the worst. Put your ratings up. We about to look at all of them. Okay, one at a time. I'm telling you my favorite at the end. Okay. Angela is giving. It's kind of classy. I don't know. I don't know if I like the material on this dress. I mean, it looks good. She has a nice figure and everything. It looks okay. It looks okay. What color is this called? Is this called like chartreuse or something like that? Isn't that what this color is called? Y'all say, wait. Let me go back to Phaedra. Y'all ranking Phaedra. Let me go back. Let me go back. Where Phaedra go? Lord. Oh, there she go. Wait. Let me go back to Phaedra. Y'all say, oh, somebody said 10 for Phaedra. Oh, y'all saying, oh, y'all giving Phaedra low. Oh, so somebody said a 5 and a 0 and a 1 and a 4. Okay. Oh, not Phaedra is under the sea mermaid. Oh, not -1. Okay, let me put the things on the thing so y'all can see. Okay. Ooh, okay. Now somebody said, now let me go to Angela. Let me go to Angela. I don't know how she had popped up. So Angela is giving a 10. Okay, you give a 10 to Angela. Okay. You said the dress is too long for Faye. Okay. You said Angela said it was butter yellow. That's not the way it translates on the screen. It translates like a greenish, like a yellow greenish. Maybe it's my eyes. Let me lighten up my thing. And maybe it's my eyes. Cause it's giving a light. Yeah, it don't look buttery yellow to me. I don't know, but anyway. What y'all saying? You saying a 8, a 6. You said Angie got a 10,000. Okay. Y'all giving Angela that because you like her. Oh, that's thunder. I hear thunder outside. You said it's a lime green. Okay. Y'all giving Angela that because y'all like her. Okay. But the dress is very simple and it's not great. It's not great, but I like Angela. Okay. I'm gonna skip Cynthia for now. What do you think about Drew and these feathers? What do you think about Drew and these feathers? It's giving real Big Bird. Didn't somebody call somebody Big Bird this season? Who calls? Oh, Portia called Angela Big Bird. So why is Drew wearing Big Bird feathers? Oh, you said a 0 for Drew, not a 0. Okay. Drew done got her breast done and she got a little work done and she done upgraded her makeup a little bit. She done changed her go naked hair. Drew looks amazing now. Drew looks good. She done upgraded her look, but I'm not liking this dress either. It's giving real Kenya Moore. It's giving real Kenya Moore with them feathers. Remember when Kenya wore that turquoise dress with the feathers, the one she's selling at her consignment shop? Yeah, it's giving that. I don't like it. Let's see who's next. Let's see who's next. Shamia. I like Shamia's dress. I I I like Shamia's dress. Shamia's dress might be my favorite. It might be my favorite. I like it. It's got the little appliques, the little flowers over here, and it's going down. I like it a lot. Shamia's dress look really expensive. It really does. It's giving really expensive. What would you rate Shamia with? You said tens. Is 10 good? I thought 10 wasn't bad. Okay, 10 is good. I be forgetting. You said you giving Shamia all tens. Okay. You said a 6. Okay, Ricky said a 8. Oh, SLD said a zero, not a zero. 7.5, 9.5. Okay. Y'all don't like it. Some of y'all don't like it. Some of them y'all zeros. Powerful said 9.5. Okay, I see y'all. Okay. Now Kelly. Kelly looks like a little teapot, short and stout. Kelly, ooh, and see, I don't, see, I'm not body shaming, but I'm face shaming because Kelly looks like a new and improved version of T.S. Madison in this picture. And that's not a good thing. Okay. Kelly's cheekbones and her everything that's going on with her face, I don't like it. I think her dress, I like it because it looks like it's supposed to be like a little short dress with a little train or whatever, and she's short, so she needs a short dress. But it's too busy. And then the long hair with the long dress, she too little for all this long. You know, I don't know. Maybe she should have had a ponytail or pent up or a bun or something. I don't know. And I'm not a listen. You said that's the Facetune filter. Well, she must use that same filter on a lot of stuff because her nose and her cheeks look like that in a lot of her pictures. And I'm not saying it's ugly. I'm just saying it looked like she got, them balls in her cheeks like Mr. Manhand's got. And I don't like that. You don't need it. You said it looks real prom 2020. The dress is horrible. I mean, it ain't horrible, but it's not the greatest. Okay, let's go back. Who else did I miss? I miss Cynthia. Oh, and I miss Porsha. Okay, wait. There goes Okay, Cynthia's dress looks nice. It looks very casual, very fashion nova, very, I wear this to, the park. And it's nice. It just doesn't look like a reunion dress. But since Cynthia a friend of the show, I don't think she cares that much. Yeah, it looks very demure. Okay, very, I'm just going to my little appearance. And then everybody got their hair the same way. Cynthia's hair is the same as Drew's. Well, kind of sort of the same as Drew's. And Drew's hair is that's the same as Kelly's. Like their hair is the same color scheme. They using 6, 13, 27, and 4. And yeah, like why is their hair too similar? I don't know. It's just I don't know. The hair is just giving too similar. Okay. You said you give 7 auntie 50 cents. You 50 Cent looks a 6. I don't know. Cynthia got that out her closet. I think so. I think so. But it's a nice dress. And then she don't have on any accessories. She got on like one ring and a watch. She didn't try to like judge it up enough. She could have wore a necklace or something. I don't know. I can't see the earrings. It's cute. It's cute. Cynthia gives me, she doesn't hire a stylist. She styles herself. Cynthia also gives, she doesn't do a glam squad. She do her own makeup and hair. Cynthia, this is the same wig Cynthia had in the closet and she just put a part on the side. It used to have a part in the middle, but I'm not mad at it. You said Cynthia looks like she's going to his dinner party. Okay. Now she tired from menopause. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. You said do Brit next. Brit wasn't there. Okay, we're gonna do Queen Porsha next. Okay, Queen of the Damned. Okay, her and Phaedra, they both giving Queen of the Damned. Did they get together and do this? Cause they looking real robotic. Okay, they looking real AI-ish. They looking real like I don't know. What is the thing? What is the thing? Is it Barbados? What is it? I don't understand. Where the metallic come from? I mean, y'all gonna give Porsha a 10 because she got body. I already know y'all gonna give Porsha a 10, but it's not the greatest. It's just like the styrofoam, not the styrofoam, the metallic and the drape. I don't know. I'm liking Shamia's the best, especially since I looked at Shamia's Instagram. Hold on, y'all know I'm going over here. Hold on. Let me go over to Shamia. Let me go over to these people because some of they've been posting their Instagram pictures as well. Like this video, y'all get in here. Like this video. Let me go over to Shamia Morton Mwinge. Let me go over here. Let me see what she had did. Okay, now it look yellow. It still look a little greenish, but this light look yellow. And Shamia's dress looks amazing. So it must have been the light. It must have been the light. Okay, look at Shamia. Look at all the detail on Shamia won that. Okay, she said fashion stylist, Chanel, outfit, Rian Fernandez. Okay. Shamia had a whole squad. Shoes, Giuseppe Zanotti. No, I can't pronounce it. Jewelry, Cartier. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. Shamia did that. Okay. She's standing next to the yellow pole. I guess that's going to show us it's yellow. It's still a green next to the yellow pole. It's still a green. Now let's see somebody else's. Hold on, let me go to somebody else's Instagram. Let me see who else posted today. Uh let's see. I think Phaedra posted. In fact, yeah, Queen of the Damn posted today. The Queen of the Damn posted, honey. She is giving Aaliyah. At first you don't succeed. I don't know. She got the crown. She got the earring. What is this? Oh gosh. The pictures make it a little worse. Phaedra and Porsha look like they use like they use each other's seamstress because the bottom of their dress is exactly the same. I, did they even make this? Did her son make this dress for her? Cause look at the bottom of it. It don't even look finished. It don't even look finished. You said the shoes are fire. The shoes are fire. Okay. The nails are fire. Phaedra went all out. She got the nails. Yeah, I don't like it though. No. He said Phaedra's dress is a no. He said put the linen. I can't even read. Y'all going too fast. And there's the makeup. Her makeup was all gold, everything. All gold, everything. Okay, Phaedra. Who else posted? Let me see. Did Angela Oakley post? Let me see. Angela. I don't even know her Instagram name. Oops, here she is. Angela Oakley 34. Did she post any picture? Okay, she posted the same picture they posted. Angela, you lazy. Angela, you lazy. Why you didn't give us some new pictures? You just posted the same. Let me scroll. Maybe she gave us some more. Okay, it does look yellow in these pictures. Okay, okay. It does look butter yellow. I can see that now. I can see that now. Okay. Angela said when you're that girl, you don't need to do too much. Okay, Angela. You didn't do too much. I get it. You did good. Okay. She did all right. She ain't worried about her wig slipping today, honey. Eh. She look good though. She looks good. She looks amazing. Okay, who else posted? Let me see. Let me see. Who else was Cynthia? I don't even know. Let me see. Cynthia posted anything. Oh yeah, she did. Okay, all right. So the pictures look better on their page. The pictures actually look yellow on their page. So y'all right. It was the lightings. And Cynthia is doing the same thing that Kelly is doing with the cheek fillers. If Cynthia keep going, she gonna look like TS Man hands too. Kelly already there. Cynthia almost there. Okay, with them cheek fillers. Cynthia started those cheek fillers a long time ago too, and I thought she had stopped, but it looked like she's still going. But she looks good. She looks good. The face tune looks good. Okay. Mhm. She looks good standing next to Shamia. Okay. Okay. Drew's dress don't even look that bad in this picture with the feathers. Okay, Drew's dress don't even look that bad. It kind of look better a little bit, except for the bottom. But yeah, I like it. Let me go to Drew's page. Hold on. Let me go to Drew's page. Drew Sadora. And okay, Drew. Well, it ain't as bad as I thought it was, but it's not great. Drew look like she getting ready to go to Vegas. Drew look like she getting ready to go to Vegas. She's in a Vegas. You know what I'm saying? She's a showgirl in Vegas. That's what it's looking like to me. Like she got one of them little fans, and she gonna be twirling around on stage. That's what it's looking like. Hmm Yeah. Josephine Baker. Yeah. But she looks amazing. I like, I look, I'm loving the colors, the hair color, but everybody got the same color. I'm not liking that little dude. I'm not liking that little swoop in the top. Now, when I first saw it on the picture, I thought it was a little microphone. You know how Tyler Perry had the microphones in them wigs. Why she got the little baby hair like right there? I don't like whoever did this wig didn't do a good job, and I feel like that we might see it on the reunion, and then we're gonna be dragging Drew about this wig. But the wig itself looks good, but the way it's applied, them baby hairs, I don't like them baby hairs. But Drew looks good from afar. Like, look, from afar, I thought she had like a little diamond or something up there. I thought that was a part. Yeah, I thought that was a part of the outfit. Like she had like a little. But that's a baby hair, child. Not just a baby hair. Anyway, I'm so random. I just be spotting the most random things. Who's next? Let me see. Who else didn't I go to? Let me see. Let me see. Drew. Uh, Porsha in Scotland. Did she post? Did somebody post? Oh yeah, somebody posted for her. Let me go look at Porsha page. Okay. Okay. Portia said, I am the star. I have arrived and the spotlight is on me. Okay, that's what she said. I have arrived and the spotlight is on me. I'll go everything. She look real AI-ish, real robotic. Okay. She looked like she used the rest of Phaedra's fabric on the bottom of her dress. Her and Phaedra's, the bottom of their dresses are the same. The top is different. But she got on all the diamonds, all the golds, all the gold nails. Okay, I thought the theme was yellow. They threw the gold in there. Okay, I'm through gold. Hmm. She looks amazing, futuristic. Thank you so much. It does look futuristic. Okay, let me see this little video they got.
Like me, that's fine. But, you know, watch your mouth.
Okay, watch your mouth. I just don't like the bottom. The bottom doesn't look like it was very well made. Kind of like Phaedra's. It looked like, I don't know. But anyway, they didn't have to wear it but an hour anyway. Who else? Who did I miss? Let me see. I did Cynthia. I did Kelly. Let me go to Kelly's page. Hold on. Kelly Farrell Instagram. Is it that ain't it? Cooking with Kelly. Kelly Farrell Instagram. Does she have an Instagram? Kelly. Who is Kelly? There it is. Is that her? Yeah, that's her. Okay. Hold on. Another one had came up. I ain't never been to that page. Kelly posted. Let me see what Kelly's dress looks like. I just forgot about the ratings. Anyway, here's Kelly. Okay. And it was short and petite for her short and petite frame. It's just that it had like a little something on the side, but it was a little short dress. Hmm. I think I don't know, she would have did better with a cape instead of a train. And I'm not the fashionista girl, but just because she's so tiny, and I knew she would have the nails and the purse and the this and the that. I wonder who her team was. Let's see. Dress was custom, Taylor, blah blah blah. Shoes, Christian Louboutin. Customized by Urban Bling, bag, Brandon Blackwoods, earrings, Alex Bitter, yellow cuff, hair, blah, blah, blah. Photographer, videographer. Oh, fashion stylist, Mickey Boom. Okay, she gave up her fashion stylist. I guess her fashion stylist went to Brit and never came back. Okay. But there is Kelly. What y'all think? Are y'all loving it? Now that y'all seen more details with the bling bling and the car and the purse and the shoes and the bracelets and the hair. Okay. I think she did good with the accessories. I like all the accessorizing. She looks good. Can't take it away from her. Did I miss anybody? You said she let them go after oh, she let them go after they went to Brit. Okay. Who did I miss? Let me see. Did I get the Angela, Cynthia, Portia, Phaedra? I did everybody. Shamia. Yeah, I did everybody. Okay. Well, everybody looks amazing. I can't take that from them. The reunion, we still have 2 more weeks for the reunion. They have one more episode. The finale comes on Sunday. Hopefully y'all will start back watching since y'all didn't watch last week. Maybe y'all watch next week. I don't know. Moving on, like this video. Now, I be getting dragged so much for my opinion about Portia and Simon. So much so that I'm tired of talking about them. Okay. But because they keep doing interviews, they keep doing interviews. It's like, how can I not talk about them if Portia over here dropping, waiting to exhale photo shoots and crying and saying that she want to be a lesbian, and then Simon over there way in Dubai looking sad on the Zoom call with the white lady talking about, I wish I never met her. Like, how can I ignore it? Okay, so today, today I got word that page six had dropped an expose on Simon, honey. They got a whole article and a video with Simon Guobadia. And hold on, I'm gonna show you the article first and then we're gonna watch the interview. Okay. So on page six today, Simon is basically saying, listen, he felt like he was targeted for his money. Look at all these ads, child. They getting their money. He said he absolutely regrets their marriage because he feels like he was targeted for financial reasons. And we've been said that. We've been said that. Okay. So he did this interview with Bernie Zillow of page six, and in the interview he just talks about how he treated her like a queen and she blindsided him, and it's the same thing that Portia said in her interview. But we're gonna listen to what Simon said, and then we're gonna go listen to the extended version of what Portia said. Might as well listen to both of them, child. But here is
Do you regret?
Simon and Bernie Zillow. Oh, I don't want to be right there. Hold on, let me make it read. Let me put myself somewhere else. Hold on. Figure out where I'm gonna go. Guess I go up here. Simon and Bernie Zillow talking about, his marriage. Okay, Simon said Portia's not gonna be the only one talking about the marriage. And y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer in Section 107 of the Copyright Act. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. What are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? We are researching. Let's listen.
Marrying her?
Wait.
Do you regret marrying her?
She didn't even listen. She didn't even warm him up. She did not even warm him up. She just went straight in for the kill. Let's listen.
Absolutely. I said to her in one of my text messages to her, because she didn't respond because I kept asking, why did you file for divorce? And she wouldn't say anything. I tried to reach her mom. Her mom would not respond either. I later figured out this felt like a coup. When I don't know if you're familiar with. I'm familiar. I say it because I'm from Nigeria, and that we were ruled at one point by the military, and so every so often when you want to change leadership, the president, you stage a coup.
Yeah.
That's how I felt. I was totally blindsided.
Now, y'all remember when I said this in the very beginning, I told y'all, that Simon felt blindsided. Simon was actually on his way back from Costa Rica. Next thing you know, if Portia had left the nanny and everybody, the nanny with the boys over the weekend and just left in the Rolls Royce and did not come back for 3-4 days. And then when Simon came back, it was just him and the boys. And then Portia came with the man with the gun. It was a mess, child. But I guess, they over the biggest hump. Let's keep listening.
I was no member of her family, whether on the mother's side or the father's side, reached out to me. And the only person I actually reached out to was her mom. And, she didn't respond. And so I essentially sent her a text message. I said, this was a $5 million rehab project that I took on. She never shared her concerns, issues.
Not the $5 million rehab project. Now, let me listen. I got to pull some receipts while he talking because I have to. Y'all remember there was a text message from Miss Diane, and we was talking about it, and apparently Miss Diane was like, "My name West. I ain't in that mess." Y'all remember that? Well, Simon was reaching out. He kept reaching out, kept reaching out, kept reaching out. And apparently Miss Diane apparently ended up blocking him because yeah, it was around the time I was talking about the embryos. Y'all remember when I talked about the embryos and how Portia and Simon had these embryos that were, being prepared to be implanted in a surrogate? Do y'all remember that? Y'all might not remember that, but Portia mentioned it during this season of the show, and I actually did a whole video on it. Well, around that time that Portia filed for divorce, Simon decided to go ahead and destroy the embryos, and so at that time, he reached out to Miss Diane, and I have the text message. Oh, I had a text message. Hold on. I had a text message. I got a text message. And I ain't gonna put it up here because people be stealing. Okay. He said, "Good morning, Mom. I hope you are doing better than Portia and I. I understand and appreciate your position as a mother, and I also know for a fact that you love me as a son. In the almost 3 years that we have been in each other's lives, ooh, 3 years. Y'all do the math, huh? Y'all do the math. In the almost 3 years that we have been in each other's lives, why my phone rang? We have treated each other with love, respect, and kindness. So my reaching out to you is a last ditch effort to save your child, Portia, that you willingly gave me in marriage. And I, in turn, have provided and cared for as you have asked me to do. Portia is being manipulated by her team. See, I started reading old tea and then be like, you know what? Simon might have had a point now. Now that we see all the stuff coming out, Portia is being manipulated by her team for their selfish reasons. At the time, he said, I'm not at risk of being deported, a criminal, or a financial risk to her. This is where families show they ride for each other. Cannot think of a better example than now. Your daughter is being led down a path that takes her back to the Bolo era and a bucket full of toxicity. This is not what Bravo NBCU signed up for. She has the chance to not only change her own life, but also the lives of many Black families that currently look up to us. She and our family dynamic brought us to this point. Not Karen Kenny or Lauren Williams. That's Portia's team. We represent Black royalty. Hold on, where it go? Damn, this a long text. We represent Black royalty, not what is playing out in the public domain. You and I know that God and the universe does not reward liars and manipulators. My ex-wife Fallon was that person. Portia should not co-sign the lies and destroying families. As we speak, your daughter has not even had the decency to tell me why she filed for divorce. An action and treatment worse than that done to her by Cordell Stewart. He even brought back Cordell Stewart. And then he said, I have children, businesses, and employees and their family to protect. I hope Portia can wake up and take control over her own life and travel down an a honest and truthful path. And I hope as her mother, you will look her in the eyes and tell her what you know to be right and true. Simon is not her enemy. I know you are very capable of praying and talking some sense into her. You are the only one besides Pilar that I know can still tell her the truth about who we are and should continue to be. I love and miss my family, and I know God has his plans. Child, that was a lot. And this is what Miss Diane said. Oh, and then he said, and by the way, sadly, as we continue down this unfortunate path, Iona, the embryo, will be terminated. See y'all. Ooh, child, it is what it is. And here go what Miss Diane said. It's right here. You see that? It's right here. Miss Diane said, "Hello, my son in love. As you can imagine, I'm deeply pained by the current headlines and state of your relationship with my daughter. I know and feel both the hurt of each of you as I do for myself. I pray that what you both saw in each other when you first met and intentionally agreed to make a forever life and family together be restored. Yes, I welcomed you and gave my daughter to you to have and protect from that day until eternity. But now you find yourselves not feeling that protection. What do we do? First, to take accountability as experienced husband and wife on each side, along with prayer. May God's will be done. I'm not giving up on you two. Love always, Mom. And the scene. Okay, and scene. So anyway, that's I had to read that because when Simon brought up that text when he said he had been texting the family, I'm like, he sure did. He sure did. He said, Miss Diane said my name West. I ain't in that mess. Hold on, let's listen.
$5 million rehab project that I took on. She never shared her concerns or issues with me before
Let me
she
go back
reached
a little
out to
bit.
was her mom, and she didn't respond. And so I essentially sent her a text message. I said this was a $5 million rehab project that I took on. She never shared her
Not the $5 million rehab project. Simon and Portia got together right on the heels of that Bolo situation. And remember, the internet was tearing Portia up. The internet said she was a WHORE, and she was in the back room with the sex worker Bolo. And I don't know if he was a worker, but they said, remember the whole thing about her and Tanya and how Kenya was trying to police her for JJ? That was on the heels of that. So it felt like Portia needed to do something to change the narrative about her. She's like, I'm not a whore. I'm not a twerker. I'm not the queen of Thotlandia. I'm a wife. I'm a mother.
concerns or issues with me before filing for divorce. If you're married, I've been married quite a bit. I think I understand a little bit about the dynamics of. I should understand a little bit about the dynamics of a relationship. You discuss issues and say, "Hey, if this does not change or something does not happen, this is what might come of it."
Mhm.
We never had those discussions, and I'm happy to share with you text messages where I was essentially blindsided
Oh, not Simon said he giving all the receipts to everybody, even the white lady.
by the divorce filing.
I was actually going to ask you if this was something that you saw coming, if conversations had been had prior. What do you think or what do you think Portia's reason was to file for divorce?
I think I was targeted.
In what
Uh,
way?
Oh, oh, now he was targeted. Now you remember Portia got a Rolls Royce from his cousin too. Now y'all remember that? Oh, child, not he's spilling the tea that we've been spilling.
I was targeted from day one for financial reasons. When I filed for divorce from my previous, ex-wife, she was in my DM praying for me.
Oh, now, child. Now Portia was hanging out, child.
And I think I was in a vulnerable position at that time, and I entertained it. And so it just kind of snowballed from there.
She saw Mark, and then her and Dennis said, Dennis, look, Dennis is the pimp in the situation because Dennis done got his baby mama and his daughter a whole house and some money every month. Dennis is the pimp.
Getting engaged in 30 days, I mean, who does that? I was out of my 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 goddamn mind to have done that. And of course I'm paying dearly for it.
Wow.
Damn, now he was tricked, child. Portia is a pro. Okay. Listen, it was a transactional relationship. He was already giving her $30,000 when they were just dating a month. Okay. And then when they agreed to marry, he, spent millions on weddings and still, the prenup gave her $40,000. So yes, it's all about the money, honey. And then a lot of people, this is what really gets me. And again, I'm not team nobody, I'm team truth. But y'all have been saying Simon is broke. Simon is broke. Simon was spending Portia money and all this. If any of that was true, why do you think that she got with him, and why do you think that she, fought so hard to under this prenup if he didn't have no money? Y'all let me know in the chat.
That brings me to my next topic. There was some reports stating that the judge overseeing your divorce case has upheld the prenup that you guys signed before entering marriage. Are you able to share a little bit about what those terms are or look like?
That you receive $40,000 a month in alimony
Portia look good in that red. I can't lie.
for the length of the marriage, which was 14 months.
Okay.
She gets to stay in the house, all expenses paid, including the mortgage, through for 36 months.
And I've been telling y'all this for how long now? Listen, I'm glad I have a good squad, and I'm glad that y'all follow me because it seems like everything I tell y'all come out in the wash. It's like I've been telling y'all this over and over and over, and y'all be like, "How Michelle know all this?" Because the streets be talking, child.
Up to 36 months. And if she chooses to own the home, she would have to refinance the property in her name and take a 50% equity. I mean, she would have to give me 50% equity in the home.
Wow. What what is your reaction to that ruling and that decision?
It's basically what I've
It's interesting too, and I agree with you, Celine, because at the end of the day, like nobody feels sorry for either one of them. Like, first of all, he got the money to pay the 40,000 a month, and she getting 40,000 a month. So at the end of the day, there are no. I keep telling y'all there are no victims. Fallon wasn't a victim. Portia's not a victim. Simon is not a victim. Like they all had a part to play in this dirty, dirty web of deception. Unfortunately, I told y'all if I gotta pick a side, that's the side I picked, and it is what it is. But uh, Portia, did what she felt like she had to do, I guess.
held from day one um, about this case when I realized that I was targeted. I've had prenups in previous relationship, and I've honored those prenups without reservation.
Mhm.
This time around, I
Now remember, he honored the prenups without reservation. Remember with Fallon, he was paying Fallon. Fallon got the cheap end of the stick. Fallon was on the interview and said she was getting $10,000 a month from Simon for their, but she was married a lot longer. She probably still getting it, honestly. She also instead of getting the house, which is crazy because it was the same deal that Simon tried to get a Portia, but Portia would not even mediate. Instead of getting the marital home, what Fallon got was they sold the house and he ended up giving her money to live in another house. So yeah, but Portia was hell bent on staying in the house that he bought, and which is why he chose to fight. And I think he speaks on that in this interview.
I've chosen to challenge in court all the way to the Supreme Court if I have to. This enforcement of the prenup is going to continue to receive legal challenges on the appeal front.
Okay. So you're vowing to appeal this decision for sure.
1000% is going.
He said he is appealing it 1000%. I told y'all Simon said he was appealing it. He had the appeal ready before the damn hearing. Okay, he was already ready to go. Okay, they just waiting on the judge's order to come down and be signed.
To be appealed.
One of the things that has recently kind of come out is that Portia said she paid child support for your children while you were in ICE custody.
Let me just say this. Somebody said she was only married to him for 3 years. Who you talking about, Fallon? Because Portia was only married for 14 months, 453 days.
What is your reaction to that?
She sent her two $2,500 payments in 1 month, and that was it.
So Simon is confirming that Portia sent the baby mama two $2,500 payments for 1 month, and that's it. And as you know, the receipts have been shown, it was Portia who actually reached out to her and not vice versa. But Portia was trying to make it seem like Simon was in default and that the baby mama reached out to her for money, and that's not true. And I guess she did it to look good in the eyes of the court, which was a strategy in itself. So I guess you gotta thank Portia's attorneys for that, I guess.
Didn't even necessarily cover anything. I heard for the first time in court that had happened, and I immediately text my ex-wife asking her, did she receive any funds from Portia? She said yes. Portia reached out to her and offered to give those funds to her. Um, in my opinion, it was not it wasn't done in good faith. It was done to to give a narrative in court or to the public that I paid Simon's um, um, I paid Simon's child support.
Did Portia have a relationship with this?
Oh, here you go. Those are the two sons that lived with him. And I know y'all was saying that, that Portia didn't have a relationship, and I guess Simon saying she didn't either. Let's see.
I paid Simon's child support.
Did Portia have a relationship with this son of yours that she sent his mother money for?
Not particularly. My boys um, were with were with me for the last 5+ years. They've been with me 1 week on, 1 week off, and quite frankly, my kids don't care who daddy's married to or who daddy's dating. And
Now that's Simon. That's why I disagree with you. Now kids care. Kids. I mean, you gonna have women coming in like a big rotating door. Like kids need stability.
she never developed any particular relationship with my kids. They came as they came and we all did family things together, but there's not one particular child that she has.
And y'all don't find it odd that Portia kicked them kids out? Like she was saying, "Oh, I love them kids. I'll help you with your child support." But when the time came for her to bring her and Pilar in the house, she kicked Simon and the two boys out. Now, I thought that was wrong. If she loved them kids so much, why not just tell Simon to leave and the boys can stay with the nanny? Let me know in the chat.
A personal relationship with.
Do you feel that you have a relationship with her daughter?
I don't have a relationship with her daughter, simply because I've I, in the past, I found myself where when I separate from any of my exes with children, there's a tendency for them to use their children to get back.
You say if Simon is rich, why would his ex need money from Portia in the first place? Simon was in detention. Simon couldn't pay nothing. Simon was locked up by ICE and his assets were frozen. That is why, Ricky Smith, where you been? You been locked up?
At me,
Mm.
to come, to try to come back into my life, and Portia is no exception. She sent me a text telling me that um, her daughter misses me, and I didn't respond because I
Can we talk about that for a second? And I know we only got a few seconds left in this, but when Portia sent that text saying, Pilar asked about you, it was manipulative. That was one of those gaslighting, narcissistic kind of ploys that you use. Like she left him, she filed for divorce against him, and then she sends him a text wanting him to talk to the daughter. That was a little bit strange. And then me and my friends, we seem to feel that Portia, remember I read you that text that he sent to Miss Diane, and he was saying he felt like it was Portia's team, and he named her agent and her manager and all of this stuff. I personally feel like it was a ploy, like she blindsided him, and they wanted to get his natural reaction on camera. Like maybe if he would have, took the route where he wooed her back or was trying to get her back, but instead, when she filed for divorce, Simon was like, cut everything off. You know what I'm saying? Change the locks. Uh, cancel the embryos. So apparently, her plan didn't work. And when she was in the middle of it, she probably was thinking twice, like, how I get here? Just my opinion. I don't know. I might be wrong. Let's finish.
there was a concerted effort at some point that she realized she had made a mistake, and wanted to reconcile. At that point, I was done.
Whew, Simon said he was done. Done. Now, I'm sure we're gonna hear a lot more from Simon. We're gonna hear a lot more from Portia. Portia right now is in Scotland filming Traders. So I'm sure when she gets out, she's gonna do a lot more interviews. It ain't over. Y'all keep telling me in my comment section, we don't want to hear about Portia and Simon no more. We don't want to hear. Y'all gonna keep hearing about them until listen. He's already filing an appeal. We're gonna hear about that too. Hold on, we're gonna look at Portia's real quick. Portia people. Hold on, let me show you Portia's people interview. Where is the full one? People magazine. That's not the full one. That's them. Hold on, hold on, hold on. So many people done blogged about this. I can't find the real one. Where is the real one? Like this video as I find the actual interview instead of the clips. I want to find the long version. People channel. There it is. Okay. Videos. It's not in here. That's not in here. Oh well. Like this video. Like this video. Damn it. You said keep talking about them. You here for it. You're here for it. I'm here for it too, friend. I am. I want to see the full. Here it is right here. I went to the People Magazine website, child, just to find this video of Porsha. They had a behind the scenes. Nah, I can't find it. That's so weird. Did they take it down? Porsha People. Dang, now I can't find it. Like this video. Okay, well, I'm gonna move on. We ain't need to see Porsha no more anyway. We've seen enough of you, Porsha. We're tired of you crying and talking about you want to be a lesbian. Last but not least, I'm gonna put the link in here for anybody to call in. And I wasn't gonna talk about Diddy too long, but I did want to talk about the latest that has been coming down the pipeline about Diddy and these damn charges. Now, a lot of people were thinking that that Diddy was in the clear, that Diddy was going, that they was gonna like toss out the entire case, and we know that's not gonna happen because once they got him in there, they're gonna keep him, honey. So apparently, the prosecutors have decided that to remove a few of the pending charges. Hold on, against a few of the key charges against Diddy. Now, of course, this happened earlier today in the RICO SEX trafficking case against him. Combs attorneys rested their case. They didn't bring any witnesses in on Tuesdays, which everybody was surprised about because they knew that they was going to bring some witnesses to dispute everybody that the prosecutors have brought forward. But apparently they rested the case, and it seems to me that they probably rested the case because they feel like the case isn't a strong case. Now, a lot of the charges that prosecutors have decided to drop include, let me see. They took out arson, kidnapping, and certain sex trafficking charges against Combs since those charges were not proven in court. All other charges, including transportation for the purposes of prostitution, bribery, witness tampering, and drug-related offenses will remain. Now, it says the government is no longer planning to proceed on these theories of liability, so instructions are no longer necessary. So that was what they told the judge. Now, as you recall, the arson allegation stemmed from an incident with Kid Cudi where his car blew up. Apparently, Kid Cudi claimed that Combs threw a Molotov cocktail into his Porsche, but there were no witnesses. Okay. Now, Cudi also claimed that Combs broke into his home and after he discovered that he was sleeping with Cassie. But again, he had no video, no witnesses, no anything. So I guess they decided to drop that. Now, the kidnapping charge was dropped because Combs' former assistant, Capricorn Clark, people didn't feel her testimony was credible, but she claimed that he held her against her will, said that he was gonna if she stole some jewelry that she might end up in the river or something. But again, they didn't feel that it was credible. Now, prosecutors conceded they do not have enough proof for the kidnapping, arson, and some of the sex trafficking claims. Now, as you know, sex trafficking is the central point of the case, but most of the witnesses, including Cassie, people feel are questionable. Now, I don't know how the jury is feeling, but the overall internet has been feeling that a lot of people that some of these ladies were there willingly. I don't know, but it was a drug fueled sex orgy, whatever. So, I mean, it's interesting because you said, where is KK? I know. You said the charges are still there. They removed the attempted arson, trafficking, aiding, and abetting from the charges to simplify the jury instructions. Thank you so much, Ms. G, for correcting me. Now, what I don't understand is everybody before this trial start, y'all had all these theories. Y'all was talking about Usher. Y'all was talking about Justin Bieber. Y'all was talking about J Lo. Y'all was talking about Tupac and Biggie. Y'all said it was damn drugs in the oil. Y'all said that Diddy had like videos of high politicians and everything. And now, while a lot of that could still be true, none of that was brought up in court. So at this point, I feel like it's been a lot of, fairy tales, character assassination. It's just been a mess. And so that was one of the reasons I didn't want to report on it. I mean, listen, I feel like Diddy is a horrible person. I feel like he did a lot of bad things to a lot of women in his life. But at the end of the day, did he deserve to go to jail for life? I don't know. Y'all let me know in the chat. You said they ain't even called Jaguar right. Y'all thought they were gonna call Jaguar right and all the made up stories. I don't know, but listen, they was talking about Diddy having kids at the white party. They was talking about all kind of things. Like, well, like when did the prosecution bring any of that up? They did not. And I've been looking every day. But apparently we was bamboozled, hoodwinked, led astray. Y'all know what I say about groupthink all the time, how they want the overall public to think and feel a certain way, and when the truth is nowhere near that. And that's what it's seeming to me. But he will. I feel like he will do some time, but it's not on the things that y'all thought it was gonna be. But anyway, we have some people in the back. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hey, Mickey, how you doing, friend?
Hi, Michelle. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Child, I'm so tired of Puffy. Like every day is something. Every day.
I was really into the case. I just didn't want to blog about it. I didn't want to talk about it every day because I felt like it was so many people talk about it. I was like, I'll talk about it at the end.
Just so
Do
tired
a whole
every
show just on
day.
Diddy.
Yeah, like people are really, really, really like into it. And yeah, it's definitely, this trial has been way more like watered down. Like a lot of people like before the trial, oh my God, he's gonna take down the whole industry. He's gonna name all of these big celebrities. He's gonna take down Jay-Z. He's gonna take down this one, that one. And it didn't really turn out that way. I know it's not over, but just like you said, Usher, Justin Bieber, like people were coming up with so many conspiracies, and a lot of that really never came out,
Mm.
which is
And it doesn't help much that it feels to me, and I've said this before, that the prosecution's overall case, a lot of it was stemming from everything that was in Lil Rod's lawsuit with Tyrone Blackburn. And no shade to Tyrone Blackburn, but it seems like every lawsuit that he brings against these people be fraudulent, fictitious, filled with like fallacies. You know what I'm saying? And he was recently locked up for running over a process server that was trying to serve him because he's the lawyer on the Fat Joe case. It's like so
oh
much like drama and stuff going on. I just be looking like, wow, these attorneys are a mess, honey.
damn.
They're literally filing these lawsuits against these high profile people, hoping that they value their image enough to just pay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Which is,
like Busby and
yeah,
Jay-Z. Yeah.
just like Busby, but Tyrone was first. Tyrone was
Yeah.
first, and then Busby came, and then
Yeah.
whoever is next is coming soon. I'm
It's
sure.
hunting season.
Hmm.
But I still
Hmm.
believe that Puffy is a horrible person,
Oh,
and
definitely,
he
definitely.
deserves to be locked up.
The music industry is filled with demons and
Oh yeah.
horrible people. So yeah,
Oh
the
yeah,
entertainment industry at all.
yeah,
Hmm.
all of them are like really like devils walking around that have a
Hmm.
lot of skeletons in their closet. But as for Mr. Gobadia,
Hmm.
you know, I'm glad that now he's, saying it publicly like, yeah, you were targeted. She caught a lick. She caught a lick, but when you think about even prior to her getting with Simon, during that time, she wanted a baby. She had a baby, with Dennis. But, her life with Dennis, it didn't really, Dennis didn't really do much for her. She could have had a baby with anybody.
Hmm.
She was engaged to him. They were on and off. He kept on cheating on her. They didn't even buy a house together. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? He was living with her. Dennis was living with Portia. So for her, she's probably like, "Child, I'm tired of this housewives. I'm tired of doing this. I'm tired of doing that." And like you said before, she knew Simon prior to Housewives, like him being on the show,
Mhm.
and they made it seem like Fallon and Portia were friends. So
But Simon and Portia were. That's the tea. And I don't, they're sticking to the narrative. My
yeah,
name was I ain't in that mess, but I told y'all everybody in Atlanta knew Simon.
knew
And while
Simon.
they may not have been bosom buddies, I'm sure
Yeah.
Portia knew Simon. I'm
Yeah,
positive Portia knew Simon.
and even Dennis kind of like slipped up on her YouTube channel and said that how he saw him at the airport, and he was talking a lot about Portia, and then later on when they got engaged, he was like, "Oh, it kind of makes sense." And then she trying to clean it up and say like, "No, no, no, we only did it for a month and we were engaged and it was in May and da da da." And he was like, "Okay, girl, like I'll let you have it," type. But
Yeah,
I
that
feel
Mother's
like
Day dinner was something else with him, Dennis, and Portia. I was like,
I feel like
I thought it was some shenanigans back then.
yeah, and I mean, well, Fallon says that they've been, sneaking around
Mhm,
even
mhm.
before, her and her baby daddy got together, Jalen. But this is what I think. I think that Simon is a sucker too, because at the end of the day, if you can't really at his age decipher what is real and what is a cash grab, a money grab, like, it is what it is. This is Portia is wifey number 4 or 5.
Mhm.
He's been married multiple times before. He has multiple kids. So it's like, yeah, you never trust a big butt and a nice smile,
Well, how do you feel about him and Portia was trying for a child as well? Like, can you imagine what the battle would have been like if, there was a surrogate already pregnant and involved in this situation?
I mean, it would have been it would be the 10-year divorce. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
it already took over a year for them to get a divorce, but at the end of the day, she caught a lick, she would apparently slide
And
in
you
the
don't feel like
DMs.
it's odd though, because even throughout it all, like even with her explanations, we still don't know the real reason why she decided to leave.
Exactly.
She said she saw a look in her eye in his eye, because it was like, "What?" Like, to me, I don't know, it's just weird to me, and
She
again, everything that I've read in the court documents, everything that I've heard and all of that, I feel like, she waited for the prenup said they had to be married a certain length of time before she could, benefit from it, and she stayed married exactly that amount of time, probably plus amount minus a few days, and, she, filed for divorce on that day. She waited as long as she could. She probably went
exactly.
into it with that mind state, which is
Yeah, but
unfortunate.
even when you look at, the show at that time, Nene had
Mhm,
just left the show. They were going through that whole Bolo mess.
mhm.
And this was during the Black Lives Matter movement. And remember, they were saying that, she was protesting for clout. She's trying to rebrand her image. And it was the whole text message gate with Candy going to NBC and, that whole thing. And they were bringing up the dungeon and all of that. She was probably tired of being on Housewives. So she was like, okay, what do I do? How is my exit plan? I need to set something up. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So obviously, he was, he got, he was a mark. She saw her opportunity. She went in and she did what and even when you were reading the text message with him and Diane, I mean, Diane trained her. Some mothers, unfortunately, they raise their daughters into thinking, training them like and making them believe like the way, a way to a good life is marrying a wealthy man, and you're going to come up, and then I'm going to come up in that process too. So clearly, she learned from Cordell, from divorcing Cordell, and in her mind she's probably like, well, child, me and PJ, we finna eat regardless if I'm on
Somebody said, "Why didn't he
Housewives.
stay with Fallon?" He didn't stay with Fallon because Fallon was pregnant by the pool boy. Y'all don't remember?
Yeah, Fallon was already at that time. She was pregnant.
Mm.
But and even Fallon too, she only got like 200K.
Mm.
Fallon was, that was quick. She was in and out. But then again, Simon is like, you signed the prenup. So on one end is damned if you do, damned if you don't. This is a
Yeah,
very stereotypical transactional relationship. You know what
I
I'm
agree.
saying?
I agree.
If she didn't look
He just got. I
he
mean, he
got
just
got,
got.
yeah.
And I always say that everybody is a result of the decisions that they make, right? And he made that decision, and this is the outcome. And so he got to throw good money out the bag, fighting her in court. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. He might as well
Yeah.
just pay up and move on. You know.
Yeah.
Mm.
And even like for, you know, uh just even her like with the whole People magazine and this whole like PR stunt and her trying to be the victim and stuff like that. It's like, girl, stop.
It
You
was
know
a
what
rollout.
it
Y
is a
I mean,
rollout.
she literally did these photos before she even went through the hearing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's very interesting to see it all come out now when she's been gone literally for 2 weeks now in Scotland.
Yeah, but even like think about even her announcement coming back to the show. She
Mhm.
secured her contract while she was still married before she filed. She
Mhm,
said it's
mhm.
not Porsha Williams, it's Porsha
Porsha
Guobadia.
Williams is
She
coming back.
sold Bravo a whole lifestyle, a pipe dream. Oh, I'm married now. Oh, we've been making headlines. We've been trending. Everybody's talking about us. Let me get like I'm back on the show. Let me show y'all what this is all about. And then once she signed her multi-million dollar contract, then she wants to pull the plug. Like, Candy told us a long time ago, she is not as dumb as she portrays herself to be. She is way smarter than she, puts on for TV.
Yeah.
But listen, at the end of the day, I think I'm just happy that it's over, even though I don't think we're gonna ever hear the end of it. But I'm tired of Portia and Simon. It's good to see he took some type of accountability and said, getting engaged within 30 days is really
Yeah,
crazy,
yeah, yeah.
But and hopefully he learned something from this. At the end of the day, you have to have more discernment, you know. You have to have more discernment because it's crazy, City Girls is up, I guess. The City Girls is up,
Right.
you know. And as for the reunion looks, Phaedra, phony Fay Fay.
That's funny, Faye.
Mm-mm-mm.
What you thought of her Queen of the Dance?
She is giving Coming to America meets Game of Thrones Khaleesi.
Oh,
It's like it's very like whew, I mean the Southern Belle turned city girl. Mm-mm-mm. I don't know what the big comeback, the 494,000 viewers, the big comeback that flopped. Mm,
yeah.
it
Well,
doesn't. No, I
and
think.
I
Well,
mean,
uh, can I say something right quick? I don't mean
you
to
sure
cut you off,
can.
baby
You sure
girl,
can. Go
because
ahead.
you long-winded. How you doing, Michelle Boat? Looking like that? Did you wake up looking like that this morning?
Of course, yes.
You
Uh-huh.
need to be thanking your mama and daddy every day. When look like you got some damn, you looking good, girl. You go wait. Let me cross my legs. You give me a wood now. I'm just playing. But no, you look good, Michelle. I've been watching for a long time.
Okay, hold on, Mike.
Um,
Let's make sure Mickey, you done
Oh
free.
no, yeah, I'm done, Michelle. You
All
have
right.
a good night.
Okay, you too, Mickey. Thank you. Okay,
I
go
just
ahead,
gotta,
Mike.
I just gotta say, Heavenly Father, let's pray. Heavenly Father, I come to you in present name. Anytime Michelle can wake up looking like that, that's oh my God, Heavenly Father, please. Okay, let me get back on track.
Thank
But
you,
I
Father.
can't, I can't do a black woman. I mean, I just can't. That's not, But we gonna do Diddy. Because I haven't watched The Housewives since when I had my apartment. That was like 2010 or something when they first came on.
Uh-huh.
I haven't watched them, but I just can't. But let's get on Diddy though. Did he do it? I know he did it. I mean, let me tell you this, Michelle Boo. If that were my sister
Uh-huh.
and he did that to her, baby, I'd be back in the penitentiary. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
But
It it's it kind of like blows my mind, like the things that they were doing. But to me, it's like that's what this trial turned into. It's like his sex life and the things that were happening behind closed doors what was on trial. It was like, you know what I'm saying? Like trying to make people see that, he was doing all this debauchery behind the scenes. But even with the girls though, some of them seemed like they was okay with it.
and I agree. I mean, Michelle, because it's like I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, this girl that's still around the corner from me, right? Um, she smoked that PCP stuff, right? And I told her don't smoke it in my car because it stinks, right?
Oh wow.
But listen, let me tell you what she did. So when she got out, she went to the store, and I drove off, left her like 10 miles, and it was like one something in the morning before the store closed. Do you know what she said? But she put my car on two flats. My mom had to help me get my
Mike,
tires fixed.
what you doing hanging out with a junkie though?
No, I didn't know. I didn't
Oh,
know, Michelle. I didn't know.
oh,
And
okay.
so the next morning when I get ready to go and get in my car was on two flats.
Oh, oh,
And then she told me, she said, I'm gonna go to the police station and say that you raped me, that you took. I
what?
said, well,
You
yeah.
can't look,
Mm,
Mike. This story
mm,
going. No, we can't. That
mm,
you can't use certain words, and that's one of them. Don't
mm.
please don't say it again, friend.
Okay. Or she said I ordered her, right?
Uh
I
huh.
said, well, let me take you up there, so because we didn't do nothing, right? But I'm just going to show in his defense that women can come out and say stuff, and it's law. Now, like when I was driving the school bus, right? The general manager used to make advances towards me. Like she would have I don't know how to say it, like when you got a lollipop in your mouth, and I and I'm like, she like, I still got it, don't I? And I'm like, it's different from when if a man go and say that he was harassed in a certain way, it's different. But when a woman, so I mean, I don't want him to ever get out of his position, but I'm just saying you just can't believe everything that a female say because like a girl did me. You know what I'm saying? But
So you
um,
confusing me now. Whose side is you on? For because when you first came, you said if it was your sister, it would have been on and popping. Now you saying that women lie. So which is it?
but the part where I was saying where if it were my sister when we saw that hotel incident with that one with the with the can I say her name?
Uh-uh.
That he beat up in the
Vic,
hotel.
just victim number
Yeah,
one,
okay.
victim number two.
Okay. Okay, so the
Passing,
victim that
passing,
yeah,
I guess. Uh-huh.
yeah, the one that we saw in the hotel, I said, now I don't agree with that because I don't believe in putting my hands on women.
Uh-huh.
But in the same breath, if a man is innocent, which we know he's not, because they have so much evidence against him, but he deserves everything he's gonna get because I believe that, like a person that has that kind of money, feel that they're untouchable, and he needs to be held accountable for his actions. So, I'm gonna lay back and just keep listening to you because I know somebody else want to talk.
All right,
I'm
Mr.
gonna,
Mike. Thank you so much for calling in, friend. Quasia.
Hey, he
How you
should have
doing,
stayed. I
friend?
was trying to follow what he was saying.
Listen,
But okay.
y'all ain't gonna get me this far, get me demonetized. Talk
I,
about the
I
great word.
yeah. Well, so I'm just sad to hear that Iona is no longer a thought or whatever. I'm just interested to know if um Iona was part of the transaction and who brought it up, who brought it to the table. Um, that's just unfortunate, but they both get what they deserve, and I hope the children just, don't be traumatized by any of this.
So, what did you think about Simon's latest interview? Were you catapulted? Did you feel like he added anything to the story? Like, what do you feel? How do you feel?
I don't think he catapulted anything for me. The whole $225 payments, that was a given because he was detained. I'm I mean, I guess it's none of my business, but it was interesting to hear that low of a number. But I know I would believe that Simon is an upright man when it comes to providing for his children and his family that the mother see fit all this time. I do believe that Portia sat down with not initiated, but probably sat down with Fallon and was like, "Girl, how much you got today?" Or how much are you getting?" And just compared notes. And she got what she got. Nothing has catapulted me yet.
So, what,
But
okay, well,
uh,
I'm sorry. I
which
don't mean to
way?
interrupt. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
No, I want to hear your question. I'm
I was
good.
just gonna ask you about the reunion looks, but you were still
Oh,
talking about
the
Simon.
reunion.
I didn't want to stop you.
Yeah, that's all I want to say about Simon and Portia for now.
Okay.
The reunion looks. I just don't think that is giving RHOA fabulosity. I feel like probably in the last 5 years, everybody has kind of toned down their glam and their
Uh-uh.
looks.
They
Um,
didn't tone down.
I
Drew
mean,
didn't tone down with them fellas. Portia didn't tone down with her metallic thingy futuristic.
it's just not giving like what it used to be, and I don't feel like there are updated looks to be exact. If I had to choose one, I believe like in the movement, um, with all of the ladies, I feel like Shamia does take the cake, for sure. The still shots didn't do it for me. For Phaedra, Phaedra was outside the box for sure. I don't know what look she was going for, but I mean, if I had to choose one, it would be Phaedra that I would wear, and
You
just
will
the
wear
rest
that?
of it. Yeah, yeah, to be unique, because I feel like everybody else just was like, simple.
Give me out of all these dresses, Phaedra
Yeah.
is the dress you will wear.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I'm not kind of. I really am that person that would wear the abstract. Um, why she wear that type of look? Yeah,
I
I
would
would.
wear Shamia's dress,
Yeah, I would wear Shamiz as well, but to just be
but I
different
ain't gonna
and
wear that. Y'all, my stomach ain't gonna be hanging out.
I tried to look at it like, well, did the boys have any say in it? But I'm just, I mean, if I had to be outside the box, yeah, I would wear Phaedra's look. It gave me the first look or resemblance it gave me, I automatically thought about like Gladiator slash what Beyonce wore on the top of her head. And then I did see the Aaliyah look that you was talking about, the Queen of the Damned and all of that. I see that too. But yeah, I would definitely be outside the box with Phaedra. It gets the people
You gonna wear
talking
Portia's
and
dress? They dress look too
um
similar. It looked like they went to the same seamstress and she used the rest of her material on Portia.
um no, I wouldn't wear Portia's look. No.
Oh,
No, I
okay.
just feel like it's just, I feel like that's probably like a everyday dress
Oh,
attire for,
every day. You wear that
for
every day? Where you wear that to?
no, for Portia. Not
Oh,
me. For Portia.
what
I
she
feel
wear
like
that
that's
to every day?
I don't know, in the house, to the grocery store. I don't know, Publix. I mean, I could just
Cynthia's
see
dress
her.
is an everyday dress. Like Cynthia's dress, I
Yeah,
put on a little blue jean jacket with this and go.
yeah. Make
I
it,
put on a little thing. I go outside with this. I go
make
to the
it
grocery
flare
store.
out on the beach. It's an everyday dress for me. I would wear something like that. Does it have straps or no?
I don't think it has. I can't tell. I don't think so.
Oh,
My
well,
hair is
yeah,
covered,
I
but I
would
don't think
definitely
so.
wear that one. Who's next? Who is that?
Angela,
Oh, um, I don't
I
like
don't
it.
like this material.
I don't like it. I don't like the
I don't like
cut.
that kind of. You know what I mean?
The
But she looks.
the
Look
She's
the
nice
pretty.
though.
she do look. Everybody looks beautiful, but that the breast part, it
Man,
just
What was this
looks.
little? This little. I thought that was a diamond. I thought that was a little jewel on top. I didn't know that was a baby hair.
you thought it was a
I
Tyler
like
Perry microphone?
Yes.
I like Drew's hair. I
Yeah.
don't like
Without
the
the baby
I
hair.
don't like the dress. Yeah, I like her hair, but I don't like the dress. No.
Mm,
Mm-mm.
Now,
Nope.
okay.
hey, how you doing? Now, as far as Portia, I think people just want to give her a win
Yeah,
because,
that's how
but
I
we
feel.
because she's pretty and she have a nice body. But let's be real, nothing was special about that dress.
That's how I
Mm-hmm.
feel. Drew's
Anyone
dress
who
actually look good in her pictures.
anyone who knows fashion would know that Shamil is the ultimate winner
Yeah,
because you
Shamia
have
is
to
the
look at
ultimate
the
winner. But look at
detail
this
and
baby hair right
everything.
there. I'm mad at that baby hair. I just want to flip. Why they put it right there?
Put a microphone on
Okay, let me go. Shamia looked amazing,
Yeah,
child.
she's the clear
it. Yeah.
winner. It's no.
I
Shamia's
give
dress
Shamia.
looks
I give.
very expensive. She looks well put together. Her
Yeah.
accessories are, a little understated, but they match. She looks good. Her hair, like she didn't go too big or too long with her hair. Is perfect. Right
Mm-hmm.
there. Yeah, Shamia did
I
that.
give her. Yeah, I give her and Phaedra a 10 together.
Phaedra?
Yes. I told you I would definitely wear Phaedra's look, and I feel like with the shoulder part that's on Shamia's dress, I feel like somebody always wears a design like that. So that's why it really doesn't really stand out for me.
Girl,
But yeah, I would. Not the
girl,
hair though. No.
look at this cheap material. This look like she got this from Party City.
Does it? It goes down to her ankle or past her ankle. It's
It
well. I
looks
mean,
past her ankle. I just don't like the way it's
I,
draping. Like the bottom of Portia's dress look the same to me. I just don't like that material like that. It just looks, it's no lining, no nothing, no. It just looks unfinished to me. I don't know, just me.
well, she looked a little more unique than everybody else, but I would definitely. I feel like Shamia's dress is an everyday dress too. I would wear it every day if
Yeah,
I
it's
had
an
it.
everyday dress.
Yeah,
This
if I had
this
it,
Portia everyday dress.
I feel like it is. I feel like she does walk around the house like that. In Portia in Simon's uh
Look
million
like
dollar
her
house.
titties was hurting. That look painful. It does. That look kind of painful.
Look like it hurt. Look like it pinching her. Mm,
I don't know. They
yeah,
look swole.
everybody do got the little titties out.
I guess. Okay. Who'd you like, Mr. Again? Hello.
I think
Hello.
is he still
Yes, he's not there no more. Just wanted us to see
mm,
his.
his
Well,
pectoral?
on that note, I guess I'll call it a night. Thank
Oh, all right. I hope Mama Brown feels better
you
for
so much. She
sure.
called me when I was on here, so I need to call her back. I
Oh yeah.
appreciate you, friend.
All right. Talk to you later, friend. Good night,
All right.
squad.
Good evening. Y'all said you think Portia and Shamia's dresses are 10s. Okay. Yeah, I think my personal favorite is Shamia's. I think Portia's dress is okay. I think she could have did better. Like Portia has worn some better gowns just going to like the premiere party. So I mean, Portia has worn some very nice gowns, and I don't think the one she wore to the reunion was that great. Because look at like we can go at Portia's page, and she has tore some gowns down. Well, not lately, but let me go down. See, like this gown was nice, okay. That gown, but but Portia's always wearing, ornate, nice gowns. And I just don't think that the one she wore to the reunion gave that. That's my opinion. Y'all gonna give it to her because y'all love some Portia. But yeah, I think Portia could have did better. Where's the gown she wore to the she wore another gown to somewhere. Where was she? I think she was at um it was at the premiere party. She wore like a bluish gown. Guess it was too far away. Well, I'm tired of scrolling. There go another gown. Where she was going in this gown, I don't know where she was going in that gown, but there's a gown. And then there it is, right here. She wore that gown. So Portia, she's done ornate gowns and stuff. It's just that she didn't do one this time, and it is what it is. Um, you said nice gowns, beautiful gowns, beautiful gowns. Anyway, I know some of y'all are just getting here, but if you are, don't forget to like this video, subscribe. Let me know what you thought about Simon's recent speaking out to page 6 about the divorce. Let me know what you think about these low ass Real Housewives of Atlanta ratings. Why aren't y'all watching? I don't know. Let me know what you think about the reunion dresses, and let me know what you think about this Diddy trial. You think he gonna get off? Let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Love you guys. Good night, squad.